It's week 6 of the NFL, and we have Amon-Ra St. Brown on center stage. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Saints and the Bucs. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson, partner. This should be a good one here in the month of October. Got a couple of teams playing good football to get this season going.
And all offseason, Mike, coaches and teams, they talk about the importance of starting the season strong. And here in this matchup for early in the year, we have our first look at two teams that have started off strong. They're playing winning football. They're starting to really understand what their identity is as a team. And for this stage of the season, this is one of the better matchups we've seen so far, and it's going to go a long way continuing to unravel who are the teams we're going to be talking about come the end of the regular season.
Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go from the Superdome. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
Right to the air is Prescott. That's complete to Metcalf. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
The NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Christian McCaffrey. And now again he loses the football.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Here's 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Devontae Williams. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. We'll go play action. It's Winston. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Winston. That'll be caught right side by the rookie wideout.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They'll go. Winston. To the sideline. He's got it. The official says yes, the feet are in, and they convert on 4th down. First reception for the man who enters the week as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. This one, good for a 1st down. Pitts is the man in motion. They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball outside.
And he's in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Moody's extra point is good. The Saints will take a 7-0 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This is taken in at the goal line. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and Christian McCaffrey getting set for their next possession. And he's had a strong start to this season, right there in the mix with the NFL leaders in rushing. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Here comes the rookie 4th rounder out of Kentucky, Ray Davis. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes in the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker. Be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On 1st down, it's Davis. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. That is Ferguson in motion. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. A good run there for a gain of 6, but it's still going to be 3rd and long. Pistol now for Prescott. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. Here's Darius Davis to return it. Now an opening past the 30. The Saints offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. We're trying to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Jameis. Short throw taken by Pitts. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Second down throw for Jameis. That is downfield to the tight end Pitts. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a 1st down with that catch.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up 1st downs without getting to 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. And when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Motioning Tunyon, the tight end. They'll go again with Williams. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30. Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here. And that will take us last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They put Wilson in motion. On the give, it's Williams. Space to run inside the 20. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
They'll run. It's Williams. Good blocking, and he's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Saints. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Extra point up and good from Moody. And the Saints will move out to a 14-7 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. He'll take it in at the goal line. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Williams in motion. On 1st and 10, Prescott. This one complete to Atwell. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. Everyone talks about being balanced. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On the give, it's McCaffrey. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
On 3rd down, Prescott. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. Now, stoppage here for an injury. It's Christian McCaffrey who's having an issue down there. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he's going to have a Bucs 1st down. Quite a call there. They go for it on 4th and inches, and it's a gain of 5.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Prescott again. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. They'll motion over Metcalf. They'll throw again. Dak. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got it.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bucs are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense and receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown set for this next possession. And he's been as involved as anyone in the league in the middle part of the season, the NFL leader in receiving yards to this point. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. On the ground, here's Samaje Perine. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On play action, Winston. He's going to keep it himself. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues.
Well, Mike, this is not somebody that you're usually afraid of beating you with his legs, but every now and then he can do just enough to extend the play. That's exactly what he did here. Picks up enough yardage, converts the first down.
A carry here for Brown. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll be 2nd down. Pitts is the man in motion. On 2nd down, Winston. They'll set up the screen to Brown. That one going nowhere, but a late penalty flag comes in. They may get bailed out here. Now Brown. And he's going to be taken down as we hit a 2-minute warning here in this first half. Second down and 8. From the gun, Winston. Now, deep ball for London.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple of possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
Open man is Davis. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This will be a 46-yard attempt. Moody's kick is good. And the Saints tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3.
Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen, like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
Open space inside the 10. And he's going to take this all the way home. Samaje Perine. Touchdown, New Orleans.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Cavante Turpin on the return. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Buccaneers offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. First down, Prescott. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. The Buccaneers forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. To the air again, Prescott. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one. Like, he really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Again, Prescott to the air. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on 4th down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. One final throw before the break. Metcalf makes the grab again. And he's going to be brought down. They passed on that field goal attempt, and they get nothing out of it as the first half comes to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And it's the Cardinals who are out in front in that one. Kenny Pickett with a couple of touchdown tosses. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. Josh Reynolds, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Traylon Burks, a touchdown reception. In the first half, it was the veteran Jameis Winston just doing his thing. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Saints offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. He's put together some kind of campaign. Currently second in the NFL in touchdown receptions amongst wideouts. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Winston. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Here's a 3rd and 10. To throw, here's Winston. And that is incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
To return, it is Turpin. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The Bucs offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Metcalf, left side, he's got it.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
Williams in motion. On 2nd down, it's Dak. He gets it into the hands of Atwell.
Let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
3rd down, 3 to go. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Davis. Who managed to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. And it's Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop. 2nd and 7. Atwell sent in motion here. 2nd down, Prescott. Quick throw, taken in. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. That is Ferguson in motion. A 1st down throw for Prescott. That's right side and brought in by Williams.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. To the goal line and in. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here's Boston Scott to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
They'll run with Gilliam. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Second down and 3. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. From the pistol, here's P-Rock. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Davis going in motion. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
On the ground, it's Brown. The speed on display. He's in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Saints.
That's a heck of a run right there. I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the... Take it all the way.
On is Moody to add the extra point. He's got it. Saints will extend this third quarter lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Keyshawn Nixon going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. The Bucs offense and Dak Prescott. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Atwell sent in motion here. Prescott on first down. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach.
They'll run here with Brown. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of They'll come up on a second down and 8. Winston will work out of the pistol. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
There's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that really struggle with this, Mike, but not this guy. A righty quarterback moving to his left. Your mechanics, your footwork, and your arm talent all have to align, and Tell you what, he does it about as well as anybody around the league.
This would go a long way to sealing this one. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run it with Williams. And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7.
3rd and short. You think the defense has everybody packed in there real tight. So as a play caller, you're thinking, all right, let's give my running back a chance to stretch and cut. This defense was ready for all of it. They string him out wide. Nowhere to cut. Take him down for a loss. It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Booty comes back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Catch is made. That is Williams. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and that gains them another 1st down. A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down. They'll motion over Metcalf. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. Here's 2nd and 6. Prescott again. This one complete to Atwell. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the 1st quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Prescott now. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers. Everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
3rd and long. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. well, sent in motion here. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Here's Brown. And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. London brought in motion. They'll try the right side with Williams. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, here's Milton. His throw left side is complete. They'll get 19 out of that play. 1st down, New Orleans. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball, because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit. And that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Now Prescott. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
All right, Mike, at this point, am I allowed to call timeout? Because I would love to talk to both of these offenses. Listen, guys, ball security. Protecting the ball is the #1 rule in football. You got one side losing it on a fumble, the other side gives it right back with a pick. I mean, come on, guys. As an offensive guy, I want to see big plays. I want to see long drives, touchdowns. Not a game of hot potato, bouncing the ball back and forth.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. Milton to the air on 2nd down. Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one, a win for the Saints. and make that a 5th straight victory, as they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week, especially heading to playoff time. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Saints are winners, as we say so long from New Orleans.